Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's live. Tonight we're going to continue on our 30 days, 30 Microsoft 365 tips. So welcome to everyone who's watching us live on the recording this evening on this Friday night. And also welcome to those of you who are joining us for the recording after this session. So today we're going to quickly show you a fairly new feature within Microsoft Teams. And this is called Live Components within Microsoft Teams. And it's a precursor to a fully fledged app called Microsoft Loop. Now, this is going to be a newer, more modern way of collaborating again. So it's basically going to give you a canvas where you can create components, and those components can be shared between people within different teams, and they can be worked on together, they can be worked on within Teams, they can be worked on within Office itself, or they can be worked on kind of through a link, for example. So we're going to just take a quick look at what these components are today. And as I mentioned, these are a precursor to the full kind of implementation, which is out slightly later in 2022, which is Microsoft Loop. And currently in preview in Teams, we have the live components aspect. So let's dive in, have a look at what these are. So I'm going to share my screen. There we go. So here we are in our Microsoft Teams client. So first thing for you to check in case is the fact that have a look. So go into your chat and open up a chat. It can be a chat with one person or it can be a group chat. Then have a look down in the bottom of the chat window underneath the message, and you're looking for this icon here. So it's basically 3 square boxes, and you need to find that, and this is your link to create your live components. So let's escape out of that. If you can't find this currently, it's a feature that's been in preview in Microsoft Teams. So just have a look up on the right, top right of your screen, up here, and just have a look to see if you've got the small white P next to your initials or your photo up at the top. And this will tell you whether you're in preview mode or not. Now, you may have the ability to put yourself in preview mode by clicking the 3 dots, going to About, and clicking on Public Preview there. But it depends on your organization settings as to whether that preview option appears. So if you don't have the live components yet, they may be just waiting for you in the preview. And if you can't use preview within your organization, then you might have to just wait a little bit longer before you get access to these. Okay, so I'm going to click on the icon here. So instead of clicking to start a new message, I'm going to just click on here. And as you can see, we've got a number of these live components that we can create. So we can create a bulleted list, a checklist, a paragraph, or we can have a table, for example. So let's insert a table in here. So this will then create our live component, and it will show me who has created it. So I've just edited this now. So I'm going to add a title. So let's do Monday and Tuesday. Okay, and then we'll have some foodstuffs here. Okay, and then we'll have some drinks. Okay, there we go. So we've started using our live component there, and it's draft at the moment. Now, this is a chat that I'm in with someone else here. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at this option here then. So people in my organization with this link can edit. So I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to have a look at specific people here. So I'm going to share this. So currently it's going to be shared between these 2 users. I'm also going to share it with another user. So we'll let them access it also. Just taking you into the Microsoft advert slightly earlier there. So let's just try that again. Okay. And we'll apply this. Okay, there we go. So those people that I've specified can edit. And now I'm going to publish this live component. So I'm going to send it. So there we go. That live component has now been called schedule because that was the title of that table. It shows me here who has access, and I can copy the link, and I can also see who has recently edited that component. So let's now go into the other user that we've shared this with. So I'm going to minimize my team session there, and let's just head over here into our other training user. So this is our training users Office 365 portal. So they've just logged into their Office 365 portal, and they can see here that someone has shared. So someone has shared this with us, and this is the schedule. Now, if I click on the schedule, you'll see that what I have is the table. So the table has been created as a component that's been shared with this user. So I'm going to start adding stuff into this table. Okay, there we go. Now, if I go back into my teams, so you can see there that these have already appeared in the other user's Teams client. So it's literally a live change that's being made. So we'll just maybe have a look at that by putting these side by side, and what that will show me is what each person sees as the changes are made to that. So let's just kind of go in here and we'll start adding some information. So just some water there, and it will show me. So if I start changing this, you can see, sorry, that it actually shows me who is making changes in this cell, and it actually kind of shows within my teams what's being updated, and it shows on this user's canvas what's being updated also. So if I now, as a person here, start putting in, so this will show me here who was making changes also to that cell. So this is a component that's completely fluid. It's a fluid component, and it's being shared between these users, and they're able to change things within those components live, so they can really collaborate across these components. So I'm just going to show you now where these components are stored, so and how these are shared. So heading into, so this is the user that created. So here we are in Teams, and this is the user that created that live component. Now, where is that live component stored? Well, it's stored in the OneDrive of the user that created it initially. So if I go into my OneDrive, this is my OneDrive here. Okay, and we have a folder for Microsoft Teams chats, because that's where we created this. And you'll see that in here is a schedule.fluid component. So this is a live component within this Teams conversation. So I can click on the schedule.fluid, and it will open it up for me in the Office environment online. So you can get access to these within the Office environment. They're stored in the OneDrive. You can work on them within teams. You can work on them in group chats or in individual chats. These are in preview at the moment, and they're not available to share externally yet, so they're for use within your Microsoft 365 tenant. But as you can see, the possibilities really start to kind of open up in terms of how you can collaborate using these live components. So task list, for example, we can create one of those. We can assign tasks to people, and we can keep a track of that really easily across different places within Microsoft 365. Okay, so that was today's very quick look at the kind of initial implementation in Teams of live components. Look out for, like I said, Microsoft Fluid, which I've loaded up here. So this is Microsoft's page, which gives you more information on Microsoft Loop. And this is what these live components are leading up to. And you can see here that part of this is the live components. Okay, that was today's 30-day 30 tips, and we'll hope to see you again tomorrow. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.